8 hilarious Amazon product reviews. Number 1. A Mother's Struggle. This review is from Kleenex Everyday Facial Tissues, 85 count, pack of 36, Health and Beauty. I want to start this off by thanking Kleenex for selling these in 36 packs. I've put it on subscription, and if they want to start selling a 72 pack, sign me up. I have 3 reasons for needing this much Kleenex, and their names are Liam, Samuel and Hank. This is how it goes in this house. First the Kleenex disappears. Then the toilet paper. Then they go for fabrics. And you don't want it to get there, unless you're ready to invest in a 5-gallon drum of Febreze. This used to be a good Christian home. But it's not about moral judgment anymore. I'm way beyond that. I'm in survival mode. If I don't supply absorbent paper products, I'm going to find my dish towels hidden in the basement, stiff as aluminum. The other day, I almost cut my hand on a sock. I am sorry to speak so frankly, but with 3 teenage boys, a woman has got to be practical. The funny part is, they think they're being sneaky, with their 45 minute showers and sudden need for privacy, as if I'm going to walk in on them journaling. They slink around the house like unfixed cats, while I try to announce my location at all times. No one needs to ask me to knock anymore. I knock on the walls. I practically wear a cowbell. I'm not looking to catch anyone by surprise, believe me. I'm just trying to get through this. The other day my husband was watching me unload the groceries, and he asks me, all sweetness and light, honey, what are you doing with all that Kleenex? I about knocked him off his chair. Number 2. A decent sophomore effort. This review is from The Holy Bible, King James Version, paperback. For those of you who don't know, this is God's second novel after the Old Testament. It's a marked improvement, in my opinion. He got rid of a lot of his previous angst and scorn, and has really begun to show some of the maturity present in his later works. He's become a much more loving and kind God, and, noticeably, he doesn't throw nearly as many tantrums as he did in the first book. That said, there is still vast room for improvement. Plot-wise, there isn't really much suspense, and the story can be incredibly repetitive. In like 4 chapters, he just rewords the same basic story over and over again. To top that off, he puts those chapters one right after the other. Like we wouldn't notice. I like the whole Jesus character, but let's face it, the whole good guy martyr thing has been done before. There was no need to devote so much of the book to that guy. If you're really looking for a good God read, check out the Quran or the Book of Mormon. They're much more polished. Plus, the storytelling in the Book of Mormon is wild. Some people say it goes too far and point to it as evidence that God's over the hill, but I beg to differ. Just read it. God's like a genius or something. I mean, magic spectacles. Tell me that isn't awesome. I don't know how he dreams up some of this crap. Number 3. Do not put on knob and bollocks. This review is for Veet for Men Hair Removal Gel Creme, Health and Beauty, being a loose cannon who does not play by the rules. The first thing I did was ignore the warning and smear this all over my knob and bollocks. The bollocks I knew and loved are gone now. In their place is a maroon-colored bag of agony which sends stabs of pain up my body every time it grazes against my thigh or an article of clothing. I am suffering so that you don't have to. Heed my lesson. Do not put on knob and bollocks. I am giving this product a 5 because despite the fact that I think my bollocks might fall off, they are now completely hairless. Number Number 4. Great product. This review is from Big for a medium ballpoint pen, black, box of 12, office product. My husband has never allowed me to write, as he doesn't want me touching men's pens. However, when I saw this product, I decided to buy it using my pocket money, and so far it has been fabulous. Once I had learned to write, the feminine color and the grip size, which was more suited to my delicate little hands, has enabled me to vent thoughts about new recipe ideas, sewing and gardening. My husband is less pleased with this product as he believes it will lead to more independence, and he hates the feminine tingling sensation, along with the visions of fairies and rainbows he gets whenever he picks it up. Number 5 is the best book. This review is from English Grammar for Dummies, paperback. When I first come to America, my English did cause me problems. In Soviet Russia, I was strong teacher. My English I know is the best in all of Petropavlovsk. My brother, Mikhail, he say to me, Nikolai, you go to America, they make you rich like Tsar, take many women as lover, kill many bear. My brother, he is very wise, is greatest toy maker in all of Russia. So next day I wake up, sell my house, say goodbye to wife and children, and go to America to become millionaire. Then in America, I go to job interview, and they say to me, Nikolai, you are not for the job here, you are not the skills we need, your English is poor like child. I take that man and smash his table. I say someday I will be greatest man in all of country, your children will wish me their father. That day my anger is best of me. It is then I know I must learn better English, so I buy book English Grammar It Is for Dummies, by Mr. Woods. Now I am perfect English grammar. I write letter to Mikhail, he write back, Nikolai, your English is like a god, you will be millionaire soon. All of Petropavlovsk is proud for you. Good luck, brother. Please send letter when you are president or maybe even czar. Ha ha ha. Also, your wife is killed by bear. So I say thanks to Mr. Woods for his book. When I am czar your family will be spared. Ha 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 ha. Is joke. Number 6. Well worth the wait. This review is for Nike Air Foamposite 1 NRG. Sure, these shoes are pricey, but you get what you pay for. I worked 60 hours a week, all year long, and I finally was able to purchase these shoes. I put them on and you could immediately tell these weren't your average $60 sneakers. They may have the same amount of form, comfort, shape and performance, but they are way more stylish. Like $3,000 stylish. Sometimes my daughter complains though. She'll say things like, are we going to eat tonight? And I'm tired of sleeping in the street. But then I just show her my awesome Nikes, and she shuts her little bitch mouth. Great shoes, do recommend. Number 7. Caution, check the title before purchase. This review is from How to Avoid Huge Ships, paperback. I live near a park and frequently walk around the local area. Given the amount of dog mess that is on the pavements, I thought this book would be the ideal read to stop me having to scrape my shoes on the grass before going home. It was only after it arrived that I looked closely at the title and realized it said How to Avoid Huge Ships. A simple error that means I am still treading on massive examples of canine excrement. Having said that, I read the book anyway, and I'm pleased to say I'm not even having near misses with huge ships anymore. No sir, they ain't getting anywhere near. Number 8. Just don't. Unless it's a gift for someone you hate. This review is from sugar-free Haribo gummy bears. Oh man. Words cannot express what happened to me after eating these. The gummy bear cleanse. If you are someone that can tolerate the sugar substitute, enjoy. If you are like the dozens of people that tried my order, run. First of all, for taste I would rate these a 5. So good. Soft, true to taste fruit flavors like the sugar variety. I was a happy camper. But, or should I say but, not long after eating about 20 of these all hell broke loose. I had a gastrointestinal experience like nothing I've ever imagined. Cramps, sweating, bloating beyond my worst nightmare. I've had food poisoning from some bad shellfish, and that was almost like a skip in the park compared to what was going on inside me. Then came the, flatulence. Heavens to Murgatroyd, the sounds, like trumpets calling the demons back to hell. The stench, like 1,000 rotten corpses vomited. I couldn't stand to stay in one room for fear of succumbing to my own odors. But wait. There's more. What came out of me felt like someone tried to funnel Niagara Falls through a coffee straw. I swear my sphincters were screaming. It felt like my delicate starfish was a gaping maw projectile vomiting a torrential flood of toxic waste. 100% liquid. Flammable liquid. Napalm. It was actually a bit humorous, for a nanosecond, as it was just beyond anything I could imagine possible. And it went on for hours. I felt violated when it was over, which I think might have been sometime in the early morning of the next day. There was stuff coming out of me that I ate at my wedding in 2005. I had 5 pounds of these innocent-looking, delicious-tasting hell bears, so I told a friend about what happened to me, thinking it had to be some type of sensitivity I had to the sugar substitute, and in spite of my warnings and graphic descriptions, she decided to take her chances and take them off my hands. Silly woman. All of the same for her, and a phone call from her while on the toilet, because you kinda end up living in the bathroom for a spell, telling me she really wished she would have listened. I think she was crying. Her sister was skeptical and suspected that we were exaggerating. She took them to work, since there was still 99% of a 5-pound bag left. She works for a construction company, where there are builders, roofers, house painters, landscapers, etc. Lots of people, who generally have limited access to toilets on a given day. I can't imagine where all of those poor men and women pooped that day. I keep envisioning men on roofs, crossing their legs and trying to decide if they can make it down the ladder, or if they should just jump. If you order these, best of luck to you. And please, don't post a video review during the aftershocks. P.S. When I ordered these, the warnings and disclaimers and legalese were not posted. I'm not a moron. Also, not sure why so many people assume I'm a man. I am a woman. We poop too. Of course, our poop sparkles and smells like a walk in a meadow of wildflowers. Thanks for all the great comments. I've been enjoying reading them and so glad that the horror show I experienced from snacking on these has at least made some people smile. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe for more.